Hello, how are you? It is Yubar time, the Mage, finally. But before we get in and take a look at what she can do, I'm just going to give you a quick update on how the talent tree is looking. I still have not put anything into any of the individual character trees. I figure it's best to start working on the bottom three ones. We have the same, more or less, progress made in the destruction tree. I don't value damage as much initially in games like this because I want to learn what enemies do, learn patterns, figure out what I do and don't like, and going in and doing a bunch of damage. Smaller enemies die too quickly and boss enemies kill me too quickly, so I'm going in with more defensive based stuff so I can survive a bit longer and perform better. The main one I was racing towards is the cooldown reduction on the dodge ability. It is currently at 18%, a little bit more, and I can max this out because being able to dodge more often is just going to be immeasurable in terms of our survivability. Things like our crowd control effects on ourselves don't affect us too much. Elemental resistances, some more armor for damage negation, more max health, more healing potion drop rate, and the second win. So this game does not feature a second health bar or a second revive, which is very powerful in most games. They've actually gone the route of the slightly weaker but still just as good second wind, you know, don't die when you get down to low health. You'll stay alive for a little bit longer. Gives you a chance to heal back up. I think that's been done this way to help facilitate the multiplayer as well, because this gives your healer friends or whoever's supporting you a chance to keep you alive, as opposed to just losing a life bar and rezzing back again. But it is only once per game. So if it happens at all during the run, you've lost that life. Good luck to you. You're going to have to start fresh. Now, Yubar is the mage character. I do like magic casters in ARPGs, in you know, games of that nature, your Diablo style games. I find that, you know, the spellcaster approach is very, very fun. That's why I was pleasantly surprised with Mist, because melee characters often get a little bit of a harder run when it comes to that. Now, I did prefer, so far I have preferred the secondary loadout on both Lacerda the Ranger and Mist the melee character, so maybe I'd prefer the second loadout on Yubar as well. But for now, we're going to go with the default. I've done maybe like 5 minutes worth of just checking out what Yubar does so I could explain it a bit better, but I haven't done a run with her yet all the way through. So the basic attack, as you could see, is a laser that you need a target for. It'll lock onto a dude and just kind of beam them down. It gets stronger thanks to the passive that we'll cover in a moment. Her right click shoots out a projectile that does light damage. I know it looks like this should all be dark damage, but it is in fact light damage. I made that mistake initially thinking it was dark. And it'll go out and then come back, a little bit of boomerang action. But if you right click it again while it's out, see, it goes out and comes in. If you right click it again, you can make it explode wherever it is on the screen, and it will do a secondary burst of damage and will root enemies. So I can make it pop while it's out there. It'll root enemies in place, helping you kite and, you know, keep enemies at bay kind of thing. She has her R. I don't know why I said right, I saw the other. It's a chargeable effect similar to Mist's initial R. Cataclysm, you gain a shield and you would get a 30% ability power boost. Remember, ability power is the blue damage number that correlates to blue colored damage. The easy way to look at it, very similar to Skull for all my Skull dudes out there. Attack damage is orange, it affects orange damage dealing abilities, and blue is ability power, it affects ability based damage, and our mage friend here is very much of the ability nature. So we get a 30% boost to our ability power, and during that time you can continue to activate it by hitting R, and you'll drop meteors wherever you're aiming that do a lot of damage and will briefly stun enemies. It does not cancel the duration. I thought dropping the meteors would kind of deactivate it. No, you want to just start dropping meteors on people. Now, something that you can see happening with my passive is every time I fire off my spells or my dash, which, by the way, she has a teleport dash, but only one charge of it. Now, the cooldown is a lot shorter because of my talent trees, but this teleport is the only thing she's got for getting away, so you better hope that you're good at keeping a good distance from the beginning, because multi-dashes is just not going to happen for her. Now, what happens is every time you do a dash or you use one of your memory abilities, you'll gain a stack in this passive. Once it's all stacked up, or however many stacks you've got, your basic attack will do bonus damage to enemies. Now, this is whenever you fire the basic attack in general. It doesn't... I'm going to start here and work my way around. It doesn't have to be at 4 stacks. Like with Lacerda, it can be anything. So I fire a laser right there. Look at that. Laser the spiders. Laser the spiders. I'm going to fire this. I'm going to pop it. It does big damage and comes back. I do a dash. See, I've got 1 stack of my passive. If I fire it, it does it. So, technically speaking, once she's got some abilities, you want to rotate through all of them and get as many stacks on exotic matter as you can before you fire that attack off. Which may or may not mean doing a dash just to get that extra boost. I don't recommend you do that, but I don't know, if you're desperate enough, maybe you will. Now this laser, you can see my mouse is all over the place. The laser just kind of locks onto enemies and will hover over them. You don't have to like aim it at a dude. That is not what we want. Hysteria is a legendary memory. I've had this before. I think it's the only one in the game. So Hysteria is pretty cool. I'll give you the brief rundown on this. So for 6 seconds, you berserk out and you start slashing all over the place. You can aim where you slash, but you can't do anything else. You can dash during this, but that's all you can do. You can't use other abilities. You can't do anything. You slash at enemies, you deal damage, you heal yourself, and if your health is below 40%, your healing is increased by 150%, and attack effects trigger, slash speed, all that kind of stuff. A very melee-focused type of ability that I've used a few times in my mist runs to tremendous success, I might add. It's a very good ability. Not actually as broken as the legendary status might have you believe. You would have to... Let's just use it on these little spiders over here. Look at this. Let me dash forward a little bit. See? It's not bad. It's fine. It's just not really what we want from our mage run. I find that you can just run these little spiders in circles, you know. Running backwards is not good. Just do circles around them. Let me do it again. Now, something it does do to almost every normal enemy that I've encountered in the game so far, I think the only exceptions are the elites that have the armored health bars. If you remember the guys with the pinkish-looking health bar above their heads, those big elite ones, they can't be staggered very easily, but every other enemy will get staggered by Hysteria. So you can kind of mow your way through them. Alright, Purgatory's cute, I guess. We could afford to come down here and then race our way across. Don't have much dust yet, can't do upgrades. At the moment, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not over the moon with our ability selection at the moment. I'd rather get something a little bit more, I don't know, impactful, I want to say. Every time my right click comes back to me, I think it's an enemy attack, by the way. I keep like seeing it come towards me. I'm like, get out of the way. No, it's okay. We want that to come to us. Look at that. It does a great job interrupting enemies. Oh, that's mean. You can get some big chunky damage if you get these right clicks lined up on enemies and bowl them down. See, something that I'm going to end up doing is doing like one ability and then just popping my passive after one use of it. Because I don't really have the... yeah, I don't really have the patience to build it up at the moment when these enemies aren't that dangerous. And I can kind of get rid of them fairly quickly. Break all of that. Nice quick little room. This place has some hatred in it. That means a curse is upon us. Let's go deal with the curse, shall we? Let's activate all of our stuff, use all of our abilities. At the very least, the good part about this is while we are going through our Hysteria, our other abilities will cool down so we can, you know, use them as soon as we're done with our hysterical rampage. Die. Come over here. Hello, sir. What are you up to? I'm debating using my... Oh, I could use it here, actually. I was going to say my right click, activate it. Spam some meteors on this guy. Look at that. Oh, and all the meteors count towards the passive, so you want to like activate, drop meteors, do your click, and then cycle through your abilities. It's very, very good. Now, I'm worried that I won't be able to build that back before the boss fight, but hopefully we can. Cooldown stuff. We'd like cooldown stuff. Attack, max, ability power. Remember, ability power is what we want, so let's get some of that. We can now make our way forward a little bit. We got a little bit of dust, but I want more dust. I need a lot of dust if I'm going to boost my abilities. The ones I want to boost, at least. Now, I've done enough runs now that I kind of have, like, in my mind, at least. Not like a proper short list, but I kind of have an idea in my head on what abilities are available in this prologue right now that I like and what I don't like. You know, my preferences are kind of settling in, so to speak, where I've had a chance to learn what's available. In particular, I'm going to keep an eye out for shield abilities. There's an ice shield, and there is a... I was gonna say, you're about to explode. That's kind of what you do, my guy. In fact, let's do some of this. Whoa. See, he doesn't care about that. Big elite guy, he didn't give a damn about the Hysteria. I was gonna heal a bit. More ability power? Thank you. I know it seems greedy, but I just want big damage. I don't want to mess around. I want big damage. I want the ice shield, and there's even a retaliation type shield where when you hold it up, you hold up a wall basically, and enemies that swing into that shield will take bounce back damage against them. It's very, very nice to have, and I like having it greatly. I think we dashed correctly there and we got around that AoE that was trying to hit us. Did we? I think we did. Just explode some. I wanted to get the big green one in the back. Doesn't matter. Let's see what my ability is. Pressure point. Pressure point's cute. It's a knockback. It might be time to sell Hysteria. It's cute as an ability. It sells for a lot of dust though. So I might actually put these around the other way. So pressure point pushes dudes away. It's like a force push. If they hit a wall, they take extra damage. What we're going to upgrade, though, might be... I'm wondering if it's worth upgrading our exotic matter instead of our main ability, or at the very least, upgrading exotic matter along with our main ability. The ethereal influence. I'm thinking, because I'm not locked in on these just yet. And as much as upgrading our chargeable ability would be kind of neat, it's not used that often. I want something more impactful on the run as a whole. Let me get one upgrade in both of these, please. Oh, we have enough for one more. One more in you. One more in you. Because at the very least, I will keep my right click and my passive for the entire run. I'm not at the point yet where I start, like, you know, selling off everything, replacing all of my buttons, although that's an option that you could go down, I guess. You could just sell off most of your stuff and completely change your loadout. The game is very, you know, freedom form in that sense, I guess. It gives you the options to do that kind of stuff, which is very cool. Little push and a shove. I'm sorry, am I supposed to walk past this? Damn, that's a tight little space, isn't it? Blast all of that. No, no. Push you into the wall. Let me just laser you real quick. Pow, get zapped. Freedom. The shop. I could do one more room before the shop. Funny little thing. I found out what happens if the hunters, if the, you know, the bad guys that are after us, if they make it to the shop room, Jonas, the little spider NPC, he... Oh, we found a lootable thing. I can show you another fun thing in the game. You'll occasionally... Nightmare Catalyst? I've never found a Nightmare Catalyst. Sometimes you'll find little dropped items like this. There's an NPC on the map, probably in the next area, that wants this. If we take this to the NPC, we'll get some Stardust stuff for upgrading our talents. Jonas, the little spider guy, if bad guys, if the hunters get to the shop and you go to the shop, he's already taken off. He's not there. But what he does do is he leaves a backpack behind for you to have with, like, something random in it, like a new spell or a gem, something like that. It's a very cute touch. I like it. That he's like, you know, I'm leaving. Here's some supplies that I'm leaving behind. It's nice that you get something. Very good at creating a choke point on this character, it seems. What's the next thing that we've got here? Dark Spear is not the right damage type. I'm trying to go with ability damage because we haven't upgraded attack damage whatsoever. So every time we find orange damage number, unless it's like exceptionally useful or good for us, not going to happen. Shop time. Jonas, please have something amazing. 230 bucks already is pretty good. Also, I believe you can fight Jonas, but I haven't tried it yet. I need to try it at some point. I don't want to do it in this run, but I think based on the fact that you can hit him, I don't know if he gets pissed off and runs away or if he ups his prices. I don't know what happens, but you can hurt him. Maybe he'll turn into like the most dangerous fight ever. Your next 2 attacks are faster and enhanced. First one does cold damage and you generate a shield that lasts for 2 seconds. Second one does a lot. That's a lot of cold damage. Drop 4 random starfalls near enemies, doing 50 each. Pillar of Flame is pretty good. I like Pillar of Flame. Pillar of Flame is a very nice ability to have for locking down enemies, especially if I root them. If I throw out my influence and I root them in place, then I burn them. That's a great combo. We might get rid of you. And without even looking, because I know these memories are good. I know that the essences down here, sorry, are good. The lower my health, the shorter the cooldown. When it deals any damage, it deals bonus light damage. It's really good, but I want this Pillar of Flame. I really do. I want it. It's a good combo. Memories damage against 70% or more health is increased. So good for like blowing up dudes at that top end of their health. I could also get rid of the pressure push and get frostbite, to be honest. That wouldn't be too bad. And I get a shield out of it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. There we go. Rotate some abilities around. I might exchange. Can I have to get to the area first. I might put the fire... alternate these. I'd much rather have my buff on Q and my attack on E. Alright, let's just see how this goes. So, can I activate this preemptively? I can, but there's a timer. I didn't realize the timer was on it. Can we get into this fight fast enough to not waste that? There we go, thank you. Now he's staying still. While he's staying still is my chance to burn him a little bit. He's taking a lot of damage, by the way. Jeez. Alright, cool, dude. Have we seen him die that fast up until now? That's so much damage. Now, I'm kind of in a crossroads because we have upgraded the passive a little bit. We've upgraded the main a little bit. I kind of want to upgrade Pillar of Fire as well. But this is a free upgrade. Just bear with me. This is a free upgrade. I know if I upgrade Pillar of Flame, it's going to cost me like 40 dust, 50 dust. I think 50 because it's rare. These other ones, like my passive, and especially this, that have already been upgraded to +2, are going to cost more dust naturally, so it's probably in my best interest to use the free upgrade on the thing that's going to cost more if I go to a well. More essence, whatever. It's called essence, right? I think. This dream dust. No, it is dust. It is dust. It is dust. Essence is the other stuff. I'm getting all the names mixed up. My apologies. Shop is behind us. Can't do much about that. That's where our NPC is. Someone is calling to you at this place. We might go down here and then go up and around. So we could, yeah, we can come around. We can skirt about. Let's do it, lad. Interesting. So the laser beam will consume, like, both charges of that frost arrow damn near immediately. Hang on, I want to find, like, a bigger enemy. Is there a chunky enemy I can try this out on? Nope, that's it. The room is over. Oh, we could do well there and then a shop after. Normally I'd want to go around and get money before I go to the shop, but it's okay, it's okay. I want to get to that well. Alright, so hang on, pop this. Yeah, it does. That's crazy. Walk into the fire, you won't. Unless you do, because you're not the brightest. Stagger you. I know I'm not very good at steering the ball back in through enemies once it goes through the first time round. It'll always go, like, you could throw it and pop it immediately. I'll try and do it here. And it will still come back. And if you're good, you can still, maintain steering the attack into enemies kind of thing. Like, you never want to, like, move out of the way, so because you're missing out on 2 sets of big damage, basically, if you mess that up. That's more ability knowledge, man. Ability power is... What are we at right now? 82? Damn. I know I should be getting some haste for cooldowns, but this is the damage is nuts. Yeah, see right here, it's only costing me 40 now, so we'll do this twice, I think, because this fire is going to do a lot for us. I want to get, like, at the very least this, and maybe our passive buffing up. I should also buff the Cataclysm at some point, but there's so much to worry about there. 5 seconds after casting the memory, attack damage is increased. And I heal a little bit on each attack, so... Cooldown-wise, these two share the shortest cooldown. I'm thinking I might put it on my right-click, because I'm kind of stuck. Then again, I am starting with Frostbite. Put it on Frostbite. If I pop Frostbite first, which I probably should... I probably shouldn't be starting with... I should start with right-click E and then pop my Q. That way, when I fire, the Frostbite ticks with the... Yeah, that's good burst damage. Hang on, let's do that. Start with right-click. So our combo set should be right-click E and then Q. Now we come over here, there's no combat in this room, but the Dream Teller is here, and we get a whole bunch of nice little resources that we can grab, including some extra Stardust. It's very nice. Hello, Dream Teller lady. No. I don't know why the laser locked onto her, don't. You've brought an artifact. I have. Would you like me to have it? Yes, I would like you to have it. Now, what we get is a little rundown. I'm not going to read through all of it. We get a rundown. We get a you know, something that cannot exist. We get a whole bunch of lore on what the artifact is. This is very, very cool. And we get a bunch of dust. Usually 10 dust per thing. And I get the chance to come in here. What are you? +3, +2, +1? This is more consistent, isn't it? But I do want that fire. I do want that fire to go up. I'm very... I know. I would apologize more, but I'm not that sorry. Jonas. Blink Plus? We could get the actual Mage shenanigans. I don't mind Blink. It's really good to have, but I've had a hard time getting Blink to work the way I want it to work. I'm not gonna lie. Flame Jet is a stupid amount of damage, but it's very unsafe and can be very dangerous. Ice Claw is cute. What do we have over here? When you take any damage, you do damage to nearby enemies. After taking damage, this memory's damage and healing are increased. Cool. Any healing amount boosted. We got 2 guidances over here. I don't have any healing abilities just yet. I could sell, say, the arrow and buy either probably Flame Jet plus because it's already double upgraded. That's a lot of damage, by the way. That's a lot of fire. Like if I lock a dude down, drop an E, then hit a Q and start breathing fire on him, and dropping meteors, shit, that's a lot. Just to give you an idea, I was gonna use it. Let's actually find a room and use it in a room. I'm worried enemies might die too quickly from the initial damage. Yeah, look at that. So let's hit Q. Big man up there. No. Oh, they all died. Yep, okay. They all died. Indeed they did. Damn. I've got my full stack on my passive, so whoever's out here is going to get zapped pretty bad. Right there. Zapped. Dead. Drop that on him. If I dash, though, it'll interrupt it. So I've got to be, like, spaced correctly if I want to be able to breathe fire at a dude and not interrupt it immediately. A bit like the laser beam. Dark Bolt is our physical damage dealing. I'm going to end up calling it physical and magical because Skullbrain, you know, but it's attack damage and ability damage. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean. An Ominous Presence. Let's go do the Ominous Presence. Let's go fight the Ominous Presence and get those nice upgrades that we like to have so much. Ouch. Burn. Damn that damage, dude. It's so much oomph. It's so much oomph. There's our presence. Ow. Ow. Dude! He's hitting me from so far away. I didn't even see what was getting me. Attack, ability, max. I'm still gonna go ability damage. Are we over 100 yet? 104, look at that. Delicious. We could go one more room and then the final fight. I'm just trying to milk as much like dust and money and resources as I can. So not only do they have to walk through the fire on the ground, but they also have to deal with the flame jet coming at them. We can create a pretty nasty damage. Just dash behind him. Don't mind me, just go behind him. Now, if it looks like I'm rotating that pretty slow, you have to, like, turning the flame jet is not instant. You don't get to just spin in a circle and fling flames indiscriminately. Like, this is the fastest I can rotate. You can see where my mouse is going. It's not quick. So you kind of want to already be aiming in the right direction. If you fire this in the wrong direction, just cancel it and dash. You're not going to get 180 degrees fast enough to be get any meaningful damage out of it. We did heal back a decent chunk of life. I don't need to worry about spending money. I'm a little anxious about this fight. I don't know if it's going to be smooth sailing. You know what we could do? Is be kind of cheeky and use a whole bunch of abilities at the start just to build up that passive, so as soon as the fight starts, I can zap him to get the initial burst, then start rotating abilities, zap him again, because we're going to have to dash. We'll have to do like a right-click Q, E, dash kind of thing, pop R. Watch pop R initially, actually. Pop R at the start, zap, burn everything, drop meteors, get that 30% damage boost at the start. Yep, let's go. The first thing we do is pop R. And then try and burst him down. Not going to be easy. Not going to be easy. I don't expect it to be easy. This guy's not an easy fight for me most of the time. I'm sorry, did you just... He just went into phase 2 before I dropped my meteors on him. Ow. Oh, dude! That hurt like hell. That hurt like hell. Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Oh, get away from that. Oh, please die. Please. Holy shit. God, we did so much damage initially and then it all fell apart. He went into like his aerial thing before all my meteors got to drop. We lost our life too, like our safe please don't kill me right now thing. We lost that already, which is sad, but we'll have to make do. I don't think we're killing Nyx just yet with this. Maybe the second loadout's better. I don't know. The lack of having a second dash is making it very hard for me to consistently get out of the way of harm for some of these. Maybe I just need those shield abilities more so than just going all in offense. We'll see how we go. Let's go... I don't know if it matters. Let's go down here first. Hello, little fella. Take that. I didn't want to waste that on you, but I will. Burn. 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 Maybe the flame jet's just not doing as much as I want it to. Maybe the flame jet gets replaced. I need something with more mobility that doesn't lock me down as much. Against most bosses, you can't really, like, hold it on them for long enough to get value, because you can't CC them that much. This memory's healing is increased. We don't really need that. We don't have any healing on it. If we got, like, a chomp or something, I might use that, but right now we don't. They're not coming out too soon, so we can do this room and then that room. We can get as much value from here as we can. Ominous presence. I love when my presence is ominous. Start firing the flame jets, and hopefully they're going to just walk into it. They did. Good for us. And then I find out the main reason is I'm just playing the character very wrong. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm just playing this character very, very, very incorrect. We cannot stay in that. That slows us by the... Ow! Well then. We killed each other. I instinctually thought I had another dash. I hit space when the laser beam came out. I got hit. Damn it! Damn it. We didn't even get to Nyx. No! I need a defensive ability. Yubar is kinda tough, I'm not gonna lie. Like, how hard? Medium? Bro, Mist is easy mode for me. Mist makes this feel really easy compared to that. Alright, what's our second right click? Creates an expanding star at the target location that slows enemies, then channel for up to 3 seconds. During this time, you cannot attack or use memories. Reactivating supernova detonates the star, dealing damage to enemies. Becomes more powerful with charging time, increasing damage after 1.3 seconds. Okay. I need to finish unlocking these other ones. I need to do a lot more light damage. I need to reach 50 attack with Yubar, which is always a funny one. There was one for Mist like that where you get ability damage up. Let me very quickly, I'm not going to commit to another full run because I just don't think I'm going to get there just yet. But let me go in and take a look at what this new right click is all about. And then after that, I might have to do a couple of runs with Yubar to unlock those extra abilities and see if that makes it easier, I want to say. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe I need to use my R a lot more, like, just throw it out there and just use it more often and just wait for the regen. So, if we... No, I don't want little spiders. You'll do. Ah. Why does that feel a bit harder to use for this? Maybe I need the other moveset. Pretty lengthy. What's the cooldown on that? 7 seconds? I don't know. I don't know, man. Let me have another look at this. It does slow enemies in it. It does a lot of damage, but I don't know. Let me show you the R again, because you didn't really get to see the meteors that well. Because I wasn't good with Yubar initially. Yeah, see, look at how much more damage you get with the Cataclysm effect activated. That 30%? Huge. I don't know. So, I don't imagine that this would slow bosses either. So, once again, a placed AoE where, like, the first and the second boss at the very... I mean, all the bosses, I'm not gonna lie. Every single one of the bosses, the first 3... are very mobile bosses when they want to be. So putting this down and having it actually do big damage might be kind of hard, man. Unless it does like dummy, like it does do a pretty big lick of damage. Maybe if you buff this up. All right, a shorter one this time, but you know what? We got to check out Yubar Baha, and it was a time. I like the character. I just need to maybe unlock the other abilities and figure out a loadout that I like more than the default. The default, even that new one, actually, I prefer the ethereal influence for just getting some damage out there. That looks like, yeah, just on paper, it looks better too. I don't know. Mist is still currently the champion in my eyes, although I do like Lacerda's second loadout. I have unlocked the second loadout for Lacerda, and it's very good. Actually, I've got the other passive unlocked now too. I've never looked at the... Ooh, I might have some Lacerda stuff to check in. But next up, we'll be checking out Vesper. Now, Vesper doesn't have a talent tree, but it does look like he's here. He has buttons, he has things. So stick around and we'll swing back in and take a look at him next time. But with all of that said and done, I've got to get out of here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this look at Yubar, and I will see you all again next time. Have a good one.